Gary, your reaction to that point today?
I thought we played well, firstly. I think it's very similar to recent weeks where we've taken on a top six side away from home. I thought we were the better side for up until probably around maybe 80 minutes when we just seemed to, we struggled to keep the ball in that last 10, and of course Forest put us under pressure and had a couple of opportunities where Jack's pulled off really good saves, but we've also had some fantastic opportunities. Crouchy's hit the bar. Sido's missed a very good chance. We've had two balls flashed across the box. Keeper's made 3 or 4 really good saves, and once again we just lack that little bit of quality in the final third. But I don't think I could be disappointed with how we play. You know, big moments, in my opinion, big moments change games, particularly when you're away from home, particularly when you work incredibly hard to get into good positions, and what you expect out of that. You know, based on the fact that the FA expect managers to behave themselves on the touchline, I would expect referees to make the right decisions at the right time. And unfortunately today, you know, he didn't do it intentionally, didn't do it for any other reason than he tried to make an honest decision, but they got it horribly wrong, the two of them, and it costs us a big moment in the game because it was a clear sending off.
Yeah, and that, as you say, would have changed the game. Do you say anything to the referee at half time, or do you keep a distance?
Yeah, look,
now?
I've just been to see the referee, and he was good enough to let me go in there. I've not berated him. He's made a genuine mistake. He believes that Bennett jumped out the way, but all I said was, if a goalkeeper comes flying out and sives you down, you're going to jump to try and avoid it. But he's caught him. I've seen it 10 times, and he's caught him all 10 times, funnily enough. So it is what it is. But I think, again, look, we didn't get that, but we didn't let it affect us too much. I thought we passed the ball really well. I thought some of our movement in the middle of the park, in particular, you know, we've outplayed a lot of teams so far this season, but we just haven't managed to find the little bit of icing on the cake at the end of it. And of course, that's a problem because it's that little bit that wins your games. And we'll have to keep working incredibly hard. But it's another clean sheet away from home. We're 7 unbeaten away from home. We're still fun. It doesn't sound like a lot, but we're still only 5 points off the playoffs, and we've got 2 home games coming up. So, but we just need to find that little bit more attacking verve, attacking quality. But I'm certainly happy with the structure of the team and how everyone's working. I thought we did everything we could to win the game today.
A couple of changes today. Were you happy with the guys that came in?
Yeah, I think so. I have to remind me what the changes were. I can't even remember. Oh, Mam and Maka. Yeah. I thought it was a difficult one to put Maka in, and certainly, you know, I just want to say it. Certainly, I didn't want to be disrespectful to any of our fans that were offended by James's comments in the week. I think it was born. I spoke to him about it. It was born out of frustration. He knows he can't do that, and he knows he can't say it in the way that he did. But I didn't think it was right also to not pick a player based on their beliefs and based on what would be the implications of that. You know, I accepted that was my decision. I accept if I get criticism for that, that's you know, I'll take that on my shoulders. You know. So, but I thought he played well. I thought he performed really well. We wanted to go with a little bit more power and pace in forward areas. I thought him and Mam were a handful. I think you could just tell Mam's lack of game time is sort of 65, 70 minutes. And then we made the changes. I just felt I wanted to get Sam Klukas on the pitch. You know, I just felt as I needed to get him on there, regardless of how he played, just to get him out there in time for, you know, the next 2 home games. And I was glad he got through it. I was glad he showed some nice touches. Maybe we just lost a little bit of energy and intensity when we made the changes. But sometimes that happens. We made changes this season, and a lot of the times it's added intensity and it's given us a lot more attacking threat. Sometimes you do it and it doesn't quite give you that, but it's probably because we stopped passing the ball and stopped playing with enough composure.
But having said that, when Sam come on, he did not look out of place. He looked okay, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a top player. Listen, he's a very, very good player, and that's why I was so desperate to get him back. You know, and we know he's got lovely touch on the ball. We know he'll give us a little more of an attacking threat at times. And again, he's probably one of those multiple of reasons why we just haven't quite hit maximum output yet. You know, but I've said it before. Sometimes it's not a bad thing. We're building nicely. You know, we've only lost 2 games, I think, in 11. You know, we're unbeaten in 7 games away from home, so we're showing the resilience. We've got quality in the group, and it will come out. but of course we want it to come out a little bit quicker in the moments you need it. You know, Saido gets a chance. That's where you just want that bit of composure. And I'm not blaming him, he gets into those areas. A couple of times first half we put balls across the box. I've spoke about throwing ourselves in there, and there's 2 waiting on the penalty spot. You know, just little things like that are frustrating, but it'll come.
2-0 draws now, a badge for the defence because the clean sheet, but as you say, you just need to get something up top, don't you?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, and I think again it's that responsibility of the forward players to come up with that little moment. We had enough of the ball. I would imagine we've had more possession again. I think we've had more chances over the course of the 90 minutes. I think if you look at the last couple of chances they have, of course, they're heart in the mouth moments. And Jack, once again, when we need him, performed really, really well. I think one was actually his fault for giving it away in the first place, which he put his hand up for. But yeah, we just need to make more of those moments, and we just need to keep changing things just to see if we can find the right solution.
And finally, you're pleased we've got a break now, or do you not really like them?
I don't. I think the first few times in the Championship, the breaks come along and you almost need them. I think for us this season, has just felt so sporadic. You feel like you just don't want another break. As much as it's nice to relax a little bit, it was nice to have the 2 weeks that we've been able to work. I thought today was a better performance again, certainly better on the ball, and away from home we've done that really well. A tough place, you know, it's a tough place to come. So pleased, but again, you know, probably wish we were playing again midweek and we could see if we can build on the recent performances.